approached by people after witnessing your inclination for primal magic. They had told you that they were in dire need of someone with your talents, and they just dragged you along before you can even protest. They promised a reward, or maybe the act of helping is reward enough for you. Regardless, after a while you find yourself at a very impressive vineyard with grapes hanging from the vines all around you. You are taken by the side by what appears to be a dragonborn. And he goes like, "It is good that you are here. With the war and whatnot, we couldn't find our usual druid. Now if you don't mind, we need you to bless these vines and these grapes. Spice it up, or whatever you guys are doing, so we are ensured only the best and the tastiest of wines." How does Breeze answer or react to this situation that he is put in?
Well, I've not been put in this situation before, but the communion with the land may take a few days, maybe more. But I can definitely try.
Take as much as you think.
Where can I set up a little shrine for a special communion or some rituals?
Would you prefer it
Somewhere
outside or
between-
inside?
Outside always, but a bit more secluded so that people can mind their business, and so can I.
Well, take whatever place you deem necessary, just as long as it doesn't damage the vines. Though, before I let you go, do you mind showing us a little bit of your magic to see that you are the real deal? And he takes a grape out of the vine and he hands it over to you as if expecting you to bolster it up with whatever thing you are doing.
You know, these things, we shouldn't play lightly with the forces of nature. As she can have pretty dire answers. And as he says this, Breeze throws the grape in the air, and with a burst of ferocity and a hint of anger at the willingness to see a show from the Dragonborn, he claws at the falling grape, smacks it, pulverizes it.
I see. He looks at you.
It should serve as a lesson to you. Nature has many powers.
Perhaps you would be more appropriate in helping with the winemaking. Now, let me give you the tour, he says. Just the same time that you see that in the distance, a carriage pulled by two horses is approaching, making quite a ruckus and gathering a lot of attention from the people attending to the grapevines all around you. Your attendant, the Dragonborn, drags you by the arm and slowly leads you to the shed in the back here to show you where some people of small stature, like some halflings, are currently producing some wine out of some of the grapes that they have collected previously. Just as you enter the shed over there, the barn or whatever it is at the same time that this carriage arrives at the manor, at the entrance of the manor, and almost as if, or for sure that he was expected, whoever is the master of this place also exits out of the vineyard with a slew of guards and as if to greet this follower, this guest. Marion, your treks down from wild space and a tutorial itself are rare, but always filled with a healthy combination of business and pleasure. And today is no different, for you had it in your itinerary to visit a reputable vineyard and possibly purchase its full stock of wine, should it raise to your expectations. You arrive by carriage with free attendants, a guard to protect you, whose name you don't even know, a butler that you keep messing up his name, and all of the time is there to tend to your needs, and Sarin, a tiefling whose only purpose is to look good at your side. Move over here.
So I only know I know her name, right?
Yes, but yeah, there's you don't remember, and the butler you just keep
I don't give a shit.
messing up
Okay,
his name.
okay.
Yeah, this is a guard. He always wears an armor, and you don't know exactly which one of your many he is. Not like you bothered in before. At the same time, the master of the vineyard, also an elf, but of the material plane, let's say, he approaches with two guards at his side, and he goes like, "Welcome, honored guest, Marion of the House Luministria. I trust that your journey all the way here has been pleasant."
It's bloody bumpy.
He nods. "I'm afraid we can do nothing about the roads with the war that has been around here, but I hope that we can meet your expectations in other areas. The vineyard is at your disposal. If you follow me, we have prepared a tasting session for only the best of our stock. I'm sure.
I'm afraid I will have to wait because, I would like to see how the workers are doing.
Oh. You like to?
Are they overworked? Maybe they are tired. Maybe they hate doing this job. I'd like to know everything.
Oh, I was not prepared for that. Would you like to?
I will do it alone. I do not need your assistance.
Oh, all right.
You can wait right here.
And he.
While me and Christopher and Lucretia will do this exploration. All right, Lucretia?
Yes, of course. Are we doing? What are we doing?
Christopher?
Yes, my lord.
Christopher, can you go there and see if the workers here are feeling all right?
Oh, of course, my lord. Of course.
Let me know if they are suffering from anything.
Would you like to put them out of your misery?
We do not do it here because the sword code is a different realm.
Yes.
Just observe and tell me everything.
Of course, my lord. You don't need to worry yourselves with this. You've been on the road long enough. You should go inside where there's comfort and whatnot.
Okay, Virgil, let's go. Laura? Come with me. These people need a friendly hand. Greetings, lady. How are you feeling?
Oh, greetings, my lord. I'm good. This is
good?
Very good.
Very good. How's work?
Well, I'm happy here. There's work. I have a bunch of people that I know that don't have anywhere to work. So yes, it's good here.
So on a scale from 1 to 1,000, how good is it?
Close to 900, I would say. If I were to give a number. Yes.
Is she related to the Joe? What was his name?
The master?
What? The man that greeted us. Was he Joe?
I don't think he gave us his name, though.
What's the name of the lord here?
Oh, I don't know. We just call him the master of wines.
He's the authority here.
Yes, he's our employer.
Employer? What is that?
Well, someone that gives us money for work here.
Employees, of course. So you're employed or employee?
I am an employee, yes.
Employee. Very well, employee number one. What was your name?
Oh, my name?
Yes, your name. I asked you for your name, dear.
Lucy.
Lucy. I'll remember that.
She nods. Good day?
Is it?
I would say.
How good?
It's peace now. Pretty good.
On a scale from 1 to 900, how good is it?
About right back in the middle.
It keeps going down, Christopher.
Aye, my lord. May
What
I
did you
ask,
see?
why we are doing this? I mean, when we're back at home, you let everyone else take care of the people working out for you. You never bother with them. Is this some sort of business scheme?
It's a test, Christopher.
Oh, for whom? Did I fail it, my lord? I'm sorry if I did.
You're close to failing.
Oh.
But worry not.
I shall give myself 10 lashes.
No need. You'll have to taste all the wines.
Oh.
And choose your favorite.
All
But
right.
your favorite is, differs from mine. And if I do not like the taste,
I'm told that this is the best in this corner of the Torel.
well,
I
it's
hope they do not
important that
disappoint.
we check the workers' well-being, because if the workers hate doing their job, this grapes will be sour and the wine will taste like shit.
Ah,
If they
I'm
have
sure
to become
if-
our main source of wine, have to make sure the production goes according.
oh, I'm sure if we could be able to grow grapes in the wild space, you'd have been a great master of wines yourself, my lord.
I don't associate with grapes, I only drink wine.
Right. If you don't mind, sir, I'm gonna take a look around to see if the security is tight.
You do that, Phil. You do that.
He starts patrolling.
So, Marcus, I have checked the vineyard and
Are you satisfied?
barely.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Shall we go inside and go to the tasting? Would you like me to set you up in the common area or in the more VIP area? Because I had prepared the VIP area for you, but since I see that you're so close to the common people, I think I need to ask.
Why not do it here?
Well, but you'll have to sit, my lord. We'll bring the wines to you. And, well, if you want, wine always goes well with cheese.
Well, I like my wine to go at the tip of my toes. So if I stay like this, it will go there faster.
As you wish, my lord, but we have around more than 30 brands to go through. Are we to bring them all here?
He ponders for a second. Very well. Let's go to the common area.
As you wish, and if you follow me, esteemed honored guest. And he
Stop it.
He enters inside, and with that, whoop.
What is this?
Oh, that is a statue of the founder of this vineyard.
Oh, what's his name?
Oh, his name was Marcus.
Oh, Marcus. Oh, he's like you. Are you
My name
related?
is not. Yes, he is my ancestor, but my name is not Marcus.
What is it then?
My name is Marcos. See, that is quite different from my ancestor Marcus.
Are you Mercurian? From
No, that is my son, actually. Have you heard about him as well? I doubt it. Well, The common area is just around, just up the stairs, my lord. Let's not dilly-dally. I'm sure that you have a full itinerary, and I wish to take more time out of your day than necessary.
Of course not. I'm in a
Right.
hurry.
Of course you are.
I have to taste the Neverwinter delight. Hopefully yours is better than that.
Very well. Well, if you set up around here somewhere, pick a table, any table, just bring the wines down to you, up to you, as soon as we get them ready. Would you like the cheese as well?
Humor me.
All right. I'll be right back. I would have hired the bard to entertain, but I hear that you do not suffer bards. Is that true?
Define bards.
Like, musicians.
Oh, I can play the piano.
Oh, if you can. I did hear that you were quite skilled yourselves, which is why we couldn't find a bard to match up to your skills, of course.
I doubt there's any bard here that can play as well as I
Which
can.
is exactly why I didn't hire anyone. I didn't want to, insult
Have you
you.
heard
with,
of your release, by any chance?
I do not. I do not. Is that wild space music?
It's actually made by... yeah, I'll just play it and you'll tell me if you like it. Am I proficient in piano? Maybe not. I will give my best. O să cânt până vine asta.
Nu se aude în cască. Tu cânti acum.
Yes. So you did a skill performance. That is a little bit weird for a bard, but yeah, I'm sure that you could probably play a little bit of that. So after round, you you break the piano.
This drum is quite weird, Lucretia.
You hear the strings in the back being broken.
Why does it sound like that?
I think you broke it, darling. No,
Broke
no.
it. It was already broken. Look at this piece of garbage.
Of course it was. Oh, the wine is right here. And this after 10 minutes or
Oh,
so,
yes.
the first brand of wine is being brought to you for the tasting, and the whole event begins. Elsewhere, grog. You're also making your way up to somewhere. Your consciousness. What is the fact that you couldn't stand to lose? Give you the idea to tip off the nobleman before he was about to be preyed upon. You followed the carriage, but unable to match its speed, you arrive a little bit later, and now you're hiding on the outskirts, thinking on how to approach the establishment. So do you want to tell me exactly how you are approaching this establishment and how you are hoping to make yourself known? Because you know that it is always hard for someone of your kind to gain access to these so-called civilized places with these so-called civilized people. You know them to be prejudiced, and you have suffered at the hands of this prejudice many times, including losing to it that whom you've held most dear. So, as you are making your approach, I wanted to ask you some questions. How you are doing the approach? And why are you still trying to help them, these people?
Well, it's this is why I have a hood and a mask to hide the features of a goblin. So
And would you be approaching masked at this point?
yes, and hooded.
Mask and hooded. All right, then let's make it full production quality here. All right, you are masked now.
Yes. And when you say why do I care about the people,
Why are you trying to help these people that has hurt you in the past?
I can make a distinction between people that harm and people that do not harm yet. And for the moment, the harm potentially is done against these people.
Right.
And I'm still trying to learn the ropes of, or relearning the ropes of my monastic tradition. So I'm gathering lessons. This is the term that I was looking for. I'm gathering lessons for me to meditate upon later.
All right. And how are you trying to approach the vineyard?
I will ask where is the main entrance. I will go the straight route.
Oh, you're taking the main road?
Yeah.
All right. So you find this worker here at the side working on the vineyards.
And I say, greetings.
Okay, greetings.
What is
You have
the
business here.
Sorry. Yeah, I have a business, special business. What is the name of your master here?
Marcos,
Marcos. Never heard of him.
master of wine.
Right.
The silvery vineyard. But
Right.
I'm afraid today is a special day. They do not allow people to just walk in here and buy some wines, I suppose, while you're here. We have a special VIP guest, and if you are here, I'll have to disappoint you and invite you to wait here with me until he departs.
Are you talking about that? Can I see the carriage from where I'm standing?
Yeah.
Are you talking about that carriage?
Of course.
All right. Well, that's a shame. If you do not mind, then I will come back later, and I will exit and make a roundabout
All right.
and come through the other side where the carriage is. Taking
So
my
here?
time. Yeah,
All right.
with my big stride and large feet
Sure.
and a sure pace. And
You're trying to avoid the attention this time?
yeah,
All right. And just as you approach, of course, someone does notice you after a while, and you get very aggressive. Who are you? And you see a man clad in some armor, his face also covered. Somewhere I've never seen before. It's very weird. And he has his bow pointed at you.
oh, are you one of the Marcos guards?
No,
Then are you the guest invited here?
something of that. Do not make any further approach. Stay where you are.
I raise my hands. All right, all right. No need for violence. Actually, I have some business with the guest of this vineyard.
Who, you? What is your name?
You can call me Grog,
Krog? Never heard of you.
of course.
I would have been informed if such business was to occur here. So, me, as a security chief in charge here, I would ask you that to turn around. Unless you want me to pepper you with some arrows.
Oh, so violent. It's not a good trait for someone who's meant to protect rather than inflict harm.
You do not know my master. If you did, you'll know that life is very volatile around here. Around him.
I sort of know of him because of some recent encounters. And this is actually why I meant to visit him. There is a peril looming over his head, and I wish to
Is it
inform
you?
him.
Is it you?
Me? Look at me. I'm just a small creature. And because I'm small, I hear things.
Do I believe you? Let's make an insight check. And just as he was pondering, yeah, go ahead. Say.
You can still point that arrow at me if you want. I just need a few words with your master, and then I'm on my way.
You don't understand. If we are to bother him now, I'm afraid I'm gonna be punished.
Oh, in that case, can I wait in the carriage? And I
Out of the question.
and I sort of move.
That would move. Stay right there. You criminal scum.
Okay. Can I wait under the carriage then?
No, don't get any closer to the carriage. And
Listen, it's hot. The sun is out.
turn from whence you came. Why are you wearing a mask?
Because people do not like my face.
What's wrong with your face?
It's white.
You're here to rob him, are you not? And then he will shoot an arrow at your feet as a warning before knocking another in his bow.
Well, let me tell you something. If I would be robbing him, you know what I would do? I would keep you occupied while someone else, an accomplice of mine, would look in the carriage.
And just as you say that, almost on cue, you hear a scream coming from the other side of the building. And then we're going to move over to our resident kobold. You are the chosen one, in more ways than one. This time, you are the chosen one to make some people very, very rich, yourself included. Your mission? Rob a wealthy space elf that supposedly carried large amounts of gold. Location? Silvery Vein Vineyard. The time? Smack in the middle of some business making. You are given 2 underlings to help you along. They claim that it is them supervising you, but you know better than that. Yourself and these 2 smooth scales make your approach to the destination, hiding in the bushes and into the shade of the waning sun. Someone, it couldn't have been you, takes a wrong step, causing a lot of noise and drawing the attention of the vineyard workers. Let me set up the scene a little bit on the other side. Here, what do you think that these underlings of yours could have been? Bandits, people, humans?
Yeah, I guess so. Some sort of low-life thugs. If they send them in with me, they might be expendable.
Brown humans from Craiova.
All right, give me 1 second. Because
Let them be brown.
Come on.
Fine. Only the head is brown.
All right, well, this is... okay. All right, so as I say, someone couldn't have been you, takes a wrong step, causing a lot of noise and drawing the attention of the vineyard workers. One look upon your group and they get spooked. They turn around and start rushing back screaming, "Bandits! Monsters! Help!" And you hear one of the bandits at the side. "Well, I knew it. Now you've done it. You good for nothing piece of shit." And they turn around towards the running attendants and they start shooting arrows in crossbow bolts into their backs, killing them on sight. What do you do?
Hey guys, what the hell are you doing? We're supposed to rob people, not kill them. And I'll throw some puff of poison in their faces so they stop shooting.
What the fuck was that? You want me to cut you up as well? I'll cut you up.
Yeah, well, good luck with that, and I'll start running.
All right. Where are you making your way to?
This way where these guys were running.
Okay, towards the building. Very well.
Yep,
Very well.
yep. And I will, as soon as if I manage to,
Yeah, they are still dealing with their puff of things.
if I manage to get through some of these,
hmm
I will stop here and where is this?
Get back here!
Minor illusion myself in a bush.
Okay. And after that, you move closer to the building.
Yeah, I'll move like every few seconds. I move a bit and into a new bush.
All right. And as you do, let's just say that you will enter this this shed here where the wine is being made, and Breeze is with his dragonborn attendant just inspecting the wine. We're like, what the fuck are you? Like, while behind you, these guys are still searching for you, stabbing you at the illusion and realizing that it is a fake. Like, oh, motherfucker, get back here!
Oh, I'm sorry, folks, but some brigands are chasing me. I don't know. I think they want to skin me because of my very special color, and they've hurt some people outside in the vineyard, and I dashed in here for safety.
Brigands, says the dragonborn. We must warn the master. Sound the alarm.
And I'll start moving. Is there a door here besides?
Nope.
No, nope.
Just the shed. And this guy just opens up the shed doors to go warn his master, and he is smack in the middle of these guys, and he gets stabbed in the face, and he dies. What does Breeze do?
Oh shit.
Breeze would have wanted to exit the same way, but as he's seeing the Dragonborn, he halts in his tracks and tries to head for the corner in order to avoid being seen, and will try a stealth check.
Alright. Go for stealth. The cat and the iguana go.
Let me try and find it. Just a moment.
Nu ești pe... Ai intrat.
Idiot.
Alright. So you hide in the corner very well, and as they peek their head inside, what does Joe do?
Well, if I have time, I'll disguise myself in a barrel.
Right. That reminds me of Baldur's Gate. Alright. You're in the barrel.
Yep.
And they look... And they look around, see the halflings walking there. Have you seen a small scaly creature? And they point towards the barrel. At the same time, you, Tim, as you are enjoying your wines, you hear rushed footsteps coming up to you. Says, "My lord, we are under attack. Come, we must move. Hide behind our guards."
Who dares do that?
And
Tell me.
I do not know. Bandits, I hear. The brigands are attacking. No doubt wanting to plunder our
Sarin,
very expensive wines.
my sword, please. I would like to challenge these brigands to a duel.
I'm afraid it's not the time. Now, let's just move back to our carriage and get the hell out of here.
No,
okay?
I will. They have insulted me, and
Oh,
I will not stand idle while they are messing with my visit.
very well. And she looks around. Of course, you
Oh,
don't.
Christopher! Christopher! Where are you, Christopher?
And she finds a sword on the wall here that was ornamental. She takes it out of the wall and gives it to you. I believe this will suffice.
It's dull, but it will do. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm sure it will serve you just as well as a good sword. And
Marcus, Bring me to them.
But my
I
lord,
will
we'll have to
show
hide.
these fools. Just, I will have to calm myself. Please, please.
You are here to rob them, says the guard elf as he starts attacking you, Grog. At which point, are you defending yourself or trying to run?
Do I hear
Um,
that?
No, because you're in different corners of the multiverse.
I am dodging,
Dodging, okay.
and I'm trying to reason with him.
All right.
And I
And,
say, "Peace, friend. Listen, your job is to protect your master, yet here you are, doing
See.
nothing of this sort."
Seeing that he has no luck with his bow as you're dancing around the arrows that he shoots, he frustratingly puts his bow back on the back and unsheaths his sword and starts charging towards you. And once one more dodge that you do out of the way, and you see that this dodge was so powerful that this guy falls down at your at the ground near you, lifeless, and don't realize exactly what happened. But as he falls and stumbles to the ground, you see that he has some small bolts that have peppered into his back. And you being more attuned with his energies as you're preparing to be a mercy monk, you see some poison seeping out of out of his wounds. And it is not long for you to see exactly what is happening and who killed him, as out of the outskirts of the vineyard you see some group of men approaching.
That's not a man, that's a spider.
Men and spiders at their side, of course. And at this point, the only way you could make yourself a little bit more defensive is towards the vineyard, where there's hope to defend the bottlenecks and the doorway and entryways. You start shooting left, right, and they fall upon the workers, some of which they manage to capture and bind, and others that are too far away from being grabbed, they just yell something in a broken Elvish dialect to be shot down. Elsewhere, as these bandits are making their way towards the barrel in which Joe is hiding, a similar scene occurs as they barely pass the threshold of the building because they fall down dead with bolts in their back. Another group of the same dark-skinned elves are making their way through this side. And the third group, and with what appears to be a commander, is making now his way towards from the north. He finds the butler, whatever his name is,
Christopher.
and he says something like, "Too old." And then he orders one of his underlings to murderize this guy as well. As you all converge towards the middle of the vineyard, you realize that you have no chance of withstanding these people, either by simply giving up or trying to fight, but are eventually overpowered. You're all captured alongside some of the surviving members of the people that worked and lived here at the vineyard. And thus begins your descent into the Underdark. You're bound, gagged, and dragged along. But before that, maybe you all wish to tell me what you are feeling in that moment as you are being assailed, captured, starting with Breeze.
Breeze is feeling very very sad, very frustrated as well, because he was really looking for opportunities or people to help. His recent revelations guided him towards seeding into other people's lives, as well as uh, his own, maybe. But he is slowly getting the idea. He's not gonna see the stars again. He's not gonna admire the stars and the aurora anytime soon, and neither will he have any chance of maybe communing with what with the spirit that has guided him so far. So he's slowly he is falling into a mixture of frustration, anger, but also sadness, because he's getting the feeling that he is way overpowered. That's it.
Well, Joe, you're being dragged by your scarf out of the barrel, bound, poisoned, which has no effect on you, or rather a smaller effect, and then dragged along for as a slave to these creatures. How do you feel?
Okay, so these guys look pretty powerful. I let them capture me now, and then I will turn them into my minions. I hope these are not fools like those two guys that made noise and ruined a pretty good heist, and then they got mad and started killing people. Well, these guys killed people right from the start, so at least they have their focus properly. But yes, I'll let them capture me for now. We'll see how
Alright.
that goes.
Very well. Grog,
Grog will think harm or heal. The choice is theirs. With mercy offered, a new lesson I learned. I will seek peace, but I will let harm find its mark. And I will go along.
and Tim, after trying to fight them with your fake sword, with Sarin at your side, you're eventually overpowered by the drow. He says something in a broken Elvish, the dialect, but you understand. One of them will approach you, says, "This one, pretty, fetch good price." And he's speaking about you, not about your attendant. What do you do? What do you feel?
Do I know this are drow?
Yes, you know, and
Have I
the
heard
language
of-
is a broken Elvish.
Have I heard about their cruelty or?
Yep. Absolutely. They are
Uh,
world renowned, ca să zic așa.
Just say, I speak Elvish. It's not Elvish, it's Elvish.
Shut your trap.
I will taste your wines, but you'll have to wait for a bit because I'm in the middle of something here.
Okay.
So, let me go. As I struggle and try to escape via Starlight Step.
All right. You escape a couple of times. You keep puffing from side to side, but eventually you just jump from one group to another. You get overpowered once, you puff out, and then a second group catches you, puff out again, and then right smack in the middle of the third group. At which point Sarin will come to your side and he says, "If you want to live, just play along for now. Okay? This is no longer a joke."
The Empire will strike these fools down.
Yes, in the time. Be silent, please. You value your life. And thus, after that, yourselves and alongside the other survivors are immediately dragged into holes in the earth that you can feel, but you then do not see exactly their location because you are not only bound by chains, but you're also gagged, so you can make can cast spells that require verbal components, and you're also blindfolded. This begins your very long trek across the Underdark towards the place that you will be imprisoned. I know that you will start imprisoned for like 5 or 3 days or something like that, but the way there, it takes you weeks to reach that place that you actually settle. Even though you're captured at the same time, you travel in separate groups. And as you travel, these cruel masters that now own you, they live up to their name. Not many, even though those that survived the initial onslaught, do not survive all the way the trip there. Some are downright attempting to escape and are shot down by the poison-tipped bolts that the drow are used. Others are just abused for their sake on the way there and tortured and whatnot. And slowly but surely, the group and the survivors and the future slaves dwindle. And you all make forcefully your way into this drow outpost that we all begin session 1 in, where other people were already enslaved there. Alongside some of the survivors from the vineyard, you realize that most of these people have come from other places, and some of them from the surface, and some of them even from the Underdark itself, because the drow do not just simply turn their cruelty to the surface races, but to the others, Underdark dwellers as well. Anyway, just to give you a tease, this is where you will begin. In this prison over here. Everybody can see the prison?
Yes.
Alright. You'll be attended by drow. And the drow are employing beasts that kind of look like bear-like people or yeti-like people, as a little bit, as also as guards. They're a little more than slaves because they are free in a way, but they
Is that what I think it is?
Loot goblin.
Who do you think it is?
That's a deep no.
Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked by someone. All right, so in this place that you're finally allowed to rest, you arrive, as I initially told you, Grog and his group arrives first, 5 days before we begin, and then slowly and surely the next day, Breeze will arrive, and in the very next day, the kobold named Joe and Tim, alongside his one alive attendant, also arrive. As you'll be spending days with these guys here, I will give you all a little bit of introduction for all of them. And you're at all times restrained here, but you are it's a special kind of restraint because you can still walk. You still have your walking speed at half, but all of the other restrainment condition apply. This very prison seems to be magically worded. Any spell or cantrip you try to make automatically fails. And for those more magically inclined, like Tim and Breeze, you realize that this is also probably shielded from divination spells. You are all, as you arrive here, you're all brought up to do menial tasks around the outpost, emptying pot chambers, operating an elevator, which we'll get in more detail later. But you also get a little bit of time to interact with your fellow inmates. And this guy is named Bupido, and he is what appears to be a Dero. There's not a lot of information that you can gather about him, other than that he has a strange twinkle in his eyes, like all of his kind. He only speaks and understands languages that none of you speak, so interacting with him would have been difficult at best. There is also a Quagos, a similar guy with the beasts that are guarding you, also here with you. A hulking guy resembling the beasts that guard you, the door for the door. He's the most menacing-looking prisoner in the slave pens, and the other prisoners give him a wide berth. He only speaks Elvish of all things, and unlike the other of his kind, not only is he wearing clothes, but those he currently has on him seems to be of fine quality. So the drow have pretty much taken all of your stuff except for the clothes that you have on you, on your back and whatnot. That is not considered to be armor, of course, because they are not just going to march you around naked. There is a dwarven girl, a female shield dwarf, red-haired. She's very proud, even in her current predicament, but you can see hate in her eyes whenever she looks upon those of Underdark origins around her, even fellow prisoners, and especially of the Drow's captures. This guy is Jimjar, and he's a feckless male deep gnome with a devil-may-care attitude. He doesn't usually approach anyone out of his own initiative, and only speaks if he's approached himself. But unlike other people of the Underdark origin around here, he also seems to understand and speak common. So he would be easy to interact with. There is this orc that also is from the surface, and he is a bully, and he's taking food from the weaker prisoners whenever he can. And speaking of weaker prisoners, we will get to them a little bit later. There is also a drow here with you in the prison. His name is Sarit Kezaret, and you all know that he used to be part of the drow warriors here that have captured you. Not necessarily one of those that captured you, but his colleague, let's say. And he is often... he said that he joined you here as slaves after allegedly murdering a fellow drow warrior. He also seems to be pretty good with all of the languages that are important in this part. There is also this guy, Shushar, which is like a Kuatoa. A Kuatoa is half fish, half frog people. And he's one of the more unusual creatures probably any of you have met. He's a calm and peaceful presence, but just like Pupido, he doesn't seem to understand common. But he's very calm, almost meditative-like, and very much like something grog you will see in a temple of monk allegiances. And speaking of those a little bit more weak, let's say, there is this mushroom guy, a little mushroom guy, a myconid sprout. Even though he does not speak, even though he's super slow, you can feel that he's lonely and frightened. And as I said, you haven't heard anything from him. He doesn't even have a mouth. And there is Topsy and Turvy, which are two children deep gnomes. They are twins, as far as you can tell. Only Topsy, which is the girl, seems to interact with others. And Turvy keeps to himself and only speaks with his sister. They also do not understand common, but at least the girl, seems to be communicative with other of her kind, like Jimjar over there. And of course Sarin, which you have seen and was at team side, which is a female tiefling and Timarian's retainer at this point. And yeah, this is where we are going to start session 1 and the play-by post for anyone who would like to interact a little bit with any people around here. That is a purely optional thing to do, and for someone and for people that are anxious and want to get a little bit of action, let's say. And with that, look at us, 1 hour. We have concluded our in-character section.